Okay, then let's go. You know, nothing succeeds like success. And I tell you this, nobody predicted a 5-goal finale at the 2024 WAFCON Championships game featuring 9-time champions, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and the host Morocco at the Rabat's Stade Olympique. That's the Olympic Stadium at Rabat in Morocco. The host led 2-0 at halftime, while the second half witnessed a totally different Falcons who came back 3 times to complete what is fondly known as Mission X, or 10 if you like. Did you get that? The Pan-Nigeria Female 11 tells us that standing together, we can win. Now, let's share the victorious moments with you. Come, let's go there quickly.
Against Murici. Okoronkwo sends her the wrong way. Nigeria right back in it. Still Okoronkwo with an opportunity for her second. Squares the ball. Nigeria are right back in it. Ijami Lucy. The strength of good skills. Floated up. Running onto it. They've got a third. Nigeria are about to pull off a massive turnaround. Okoronkwo's free kick swept. Nigeria have won the Women's Cup of Nations for a 10th time.
إفريقيا نعم. سليمة هنا جاني إنفانتينو رئيس الاتحاد الدولي لكرة القدم لاحظ بأن نيجيريا استحوذ.
Rashidat Ajibade. Nigeria celebrating as African champions here in Morocco. They are winners of the WAFCON 2024. 10 times now they've taken this trophy, back at the top of the pile in women's football in Africa. And what a way to do it on a glory.
Thank you, sir.
Very, very proud of you. The entire nation is proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
You lifted our spirit, pride to our generation, and we are all very, very happy.
Thank you, sir.
You'll be celebrated, and I congratulate all the coaches and the management of the team, including the ministers and the officials.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And I very, very best regard to Rashida. Very good. And I watched the penalty kick. That's a very courageous exercise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God bless you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
To set the record of victories is not a very small thing.
Yes, sir.
For the country.
Yes, sir.
And the continent as a whole. Very proud of you. Safe journey home. Enjoy yourself. Avoid injuries. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you so much, sir, for the payment. We appreciate you, sir.
Of course, an elated President Tinubu couldn't hide anything. Mayor, it's nothing succeeds like success.
Yes, I'm very happy for the Super Falcons. They've consistently proved that they're the best in Africa.
Yeah.
And they're the best footballing team that we have as a national team.
No wonder it is Mission X.
Yes, Mission X.
10.
That's the 10th time they're winning the championship. But what I particularly like about the final, first, is the coach.
Okay. Justin Madugu.
Yes.
Yeah.
from Adamawa State.
Yeah.
You know, it was criticized. People said
going into the
championship. A lot of people said they don't like the way he appears. People said he's not a good coach. People said he's not popular. He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
That he will just sit and frown and all that. But the man has proved that he's one of the best coaches in the world because the man he defeated was a World Cup winning coach, the coach of Spain in the last World Cup. In fact, he left Spain because of the crisis that happened when the FA chairman inappropriately kissed one of the players, and the players and the team said if the man doesn't resign, they were not going to continue. That was when he left and joined Morocco. And we could see that he turned Morocco to a very good team. But a lot of things played out for us. In the first half, we did not really, we did not play up to our potentials. And the coach, the Moroccan coach, was able to look at us and then isolated our fullbacks. Yes, they isolated our fullbacks, and the 2 goals came from our fullbacks, both on the left and on the right. But in the second half, one of the things that we should note was that Morocco, throughout the competition, showed that they are not very good in the second half. They tire out quickly. So they could not cope with the intensity that we were playing, that the Super Falcons were playing the match. And we have to, I'm so happy again for Esther Okorocha. There was a picture of her when Kanu Okorocha, they were trying, when she was a baby, maybe like a 6-month-old baby, when it was with Okorocha. So just like Yamal, Messi to Yamal, she got that kind of anointing from Okorocha.
You were not surprised when she was named man of the match?
No, because apart from scoring the goal, she has 2 assists. Yeah. But why I'm happy for her was because she used to play in China. And people didn't get to know.
No. I'm reminded by the backroom boys that Naouma, she was the man of the match. You know, in this our business, women are called gentlemen.
Yes.
So sports is... Okay, go on.
So she was playing in China, and because people didn't get to see her, early this year, she moved to Toronto in Canada. And, you know, she now became visible. And when she was invited to the Super Falcons, a lot of people complained, who is Esther Okorocha? In fact, they felt maybe people would have felt maybe because of the influence of the father and all that. But she has been able to prove that she's a fantastic footballer.
Oh, yeah. Let's move things over now to BKO. BKO, I'm as elated as you are. How do you do? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, the citizen.
Yeah. Have you recovered from the victory of last night?
It was a bittersweet experience. Bitter for the first 64 minutes of the game.
Oh, yeah.
I just felt, look, what is going on? How are we going to lose our first final? Because Nigeria has won every final that it got to.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought history would be made yesterday. And my mind kept going back to when we beat this same Moroccan team 8-0. You know? It's not in the distant past. So I was really worried for our team. But one other thing, in football, sometimes you gamble and sometimes it doesn't pay off. There was no reason in the world for the coach to have left Omonisola Babajide and Jennifer Echiagene on the bench. These are very good players, and Okorocha felt isolated because Babajide, who was supposed to knit the midfield and the attack together, was not in the game. But the moment they brought them in and Jennifer reverted to the left side of midfield, the way they were harassing Plumtier, it came to an end because they kept harassing Plumtier, our left fullback. But once that change was made, we seized control of the midfield. The left side of our defense was tidied up, and the way they were harassing us in the first time, they were no longer able to do that. So I wonder what was playing out in the coach's mind when he decided to keep those players on the bench. And we saw that once those changes were made, we took complete control of the game, and they were no longer afforded the chances that they were creating against our team. Thank God they didn't get that third goal, because they had the chance. A kind of one-on-one situation that they could have buried to make it 3-0. Thank God that didn't happen. But once those changes were made, we felt more comfortable, and you could see that Okoronkwo, whom I saw in that game, the Moroccans were unable to take the ball from him. Every time he had the ball, he was the most technically gifted player in our team, and he kept taking the game to them. So, and he also had playmaking ability. He was coming to the midfield to take the ball, because supply was not coming to him. He was even coming to the midfield to receive the ball and try to launch attacks on the opponent. In football, as I said, you gamble. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it does not. I'm sure that lessons will have been learned, but Nigerians usually don't like going down in this manner. For 64 minutes, we were behind by 2 goals to nothing. But we scored 3 unreplied goals, and the table turned. So we have shown that we still remain on top of the tree when it comes to female football in our continent. And yes, countries like South Africa, they are coming up strongly. Morocco too. Reaching 2 consecutive finals means that the game is changing in Morocco. I see them as the future giants of the game in our continent, but with some of the young girls also coming into the game, because our team is aging gradually, but with some of the young girls like Esther Okoronkwo, I think the future remains bright for us. So we just need to continue to strengthen the game in Nigeria, support the league, because we are not doing that as a country. We need to support the women's league so that the women's league can produce more young talents, and let's have more soccer academies for the girls. I like the fact that Sister Oshoala is doing something along that line. Let us do more of that. Let's have more female teams. Let's have a vibrant female league like we used to have. Players from Cameroon used to come and play in the women's league in Nigeria. We need to make that league strong, because once we do that, we'll continue to produce talents. We must remember that the likes of Zambia, Morocco, and South Africa, they are pursuing us rapidly, and if we are not careful, they will overtake us. The way some countries in Africa have now overtaken Nigeria when it comes to short sprints. That is talking about athletics. We should not allow that to happen. So congratulations to the guests. Congratulations to Nigeria. And I hope that our men's team will take...
borrow a leaf.
A cue. Yes, they take a cue from this and do their best to dominate the game in our continent, at least.
Yeah, BK, let me quickly tease you with this one. I'm drawing a parallel here. You know, in that team, the Falcons team, we have an Okoronkwo there, an Akpan there. If you see everybody from all around the country, which is telling you and I that if we join hands together, we can make it happen for us. Don't you think?
Yes. I was looking at the lineup. I saw that there were about 5 Yoruba guests. About 6 Igbo guests. You know, for people like Plumptia, even Pain is also a Yoruba girl. We had people like Monisola, Rashidas, you know. So you see the Igbos and the Yorubas at each other's neck. We see each other as rivals. Needless rivalry between us. But you can see the way these guests show so much joy. They are happy to dance together. They are happy to sing, you know, Christian songs. Nobody will say, no, why are you singing Christian songs? You know, so they were happy to work together, to sacrifice together, to edify the name of their country. But here in Nigeria, we see people even praying for Nigeria to fail.
Yeah.
One misguided journalist even went as far as publishing that we had lost the game because they didn't expect that we would come back. Some of them were saying Nigeria should not win anything under a Tinubu presidency. Absolute nonsense.
Can you imagine?
We need to grow beyond this.
Oh, yeah.
We need to come together as one nation, fight for our country, edify the name of our country the way these guys have done. They have set the right example for us. And I hope that those who see nothing good in our country, but will not leave our country to go and live elsewhere, will realize that Nigeria is a great country.
Yeah.
Nigeria is a country that we should take so much pride in. Nigeria is a country that we should be ready to fight for, to defend with everything that God has deposited in us.
Thank you very kindly. Mayor, in going home on this matter, Mr. President's words to the girls, for me, was you know, made you feel 10 foot taller.
It was good, but it could be better. What I want to see is for the girls to be rewarded, just like we rewarded the male national team.
Yeah.
Because despite the fact that they couldn't win in Côte d'Ivoire, they were runners-up, but they were well compensated by the government because they were well appreciated by what they did. And we must do the same thing for these ladies because most times we spend so much money on the Super Eagles and we don't spend that same corresponding kind of money for the Super Falcons.
Yeah.
And the Super Falcons have been far more successful than the Super Eagles. So I want the girls to be rewarded for what they've done because it's not easy to win the Continental Championship for 10 times.
The 10th time,
so the La Decima issue, it is important for us to reward them so that they will know that the country is appreciative of their efforts.
All right. Congrats, Falcons. Journalist Hangout is behind you.